There's been something on my mind for the past month or so, which is how's it supposed to feel like being an adult? Like, am I supposed to feel a certain way after being 21? Because, I think about it, and technically, as an adult, as someone who just graduated, I could do anything I want within within morality and within the law. But, years of being in school, I notice have definitely trained my mind, my subconscious even, to reject any ideas of things that are not work. For example, playing video games or, I don't know, going outside for a little walk. I mean, walks are great, but a lot of productivity websites recommend walking. They recommend leisure for the sake of more work, right? Not leisure for the sake of leisure, like how a lot of us were as kids. So that's something I'm very confused about. Like I can technically do anything I want. I have my own car. I have my own license. I have a few hundred in my bank account, so I could even buy stuff, but I don't. Like in my mind, it's just work, work, apply for jobs, study for certifications, and then go to sleep. Right? Even my hobbies, it's it's really interesting because I enjoy them, but at the same time, I'm aware that I need to make money. So even there, work is creeping its way into my leisure time. Another question I have is when we do work, when I work, what's next? You know? I see all those memes about you you either die a SpongeBob or grow up to become a Squidward. Those memes don't resonate with me yet. I have worked a couple jobs, but they were on campus and they were all right. They were pretty fun too. So my question is, how long does this go on? Like, do people just accept that we do this for 40 years? I'd like to assume that there are people out there who, I'm sure there's a lot of people who realize that doing the same thing for 40 years is kind of boring. That's why we quit and make new jobs, apply for new jobs, but I'm even struggling to even find one right now, at least in my area. There's a lot in Central Texas, like Austin, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio, but none down here. I live in a pretty small city. It's pretty laid back. Too laid back for me personally. I would love to see more opportunities here, both work and creative. That does make me feel a bit lonely here sometimes. Actually, a lot of times. Outside of school and college, it's pretty hard to meet people due simply to the infrastructure. There's not a lot of third spaces going on. I know that's a whole conversation on the internet. Shout out Not Just Bikes. Another thing is it's really hot out here. It's really hot in Texas. And I don't know, it's hard to meet people nowadays. Yeah, it really is. Um and even in college, I was way too busy with classes, homework assignments, and projects. I did meet people from other majors, but I'm greedy. I have high expectations, way too high expectations for myself. Shout out Asian parents. And, I just, even though we live in one Earth, there's at least 8 billion worlds being experienced separately. And I do have that desire to get to know people. It's pretty addicting once you get good to asking open-ended questions and like nodding and saying, interesting. Small talk. Small talk is a superpower because it does lead to big talk about the important topics like politics. And, don't get me wrong, politics is pretty interesting, geopolitics. But that becoming like our monoculture, low key, kind of sucks because there's so much negativity all the time. Like work and politics, religion, money. Feel free to talk about it, but at the same time, can you not? Life's hard enough, bro. Like, why are we talking about problems there instead of here? Honestly, there's problems everywhere. It's hard to feel hopeful right now. Because everyone's problems are important, truly. It's simply the energy and time that forces us to prioritize which problems to solve first. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling. I don't feel like journaling today. I ran out of paper in my moleskin. I was doing daily pages, but now I'm not. Because I ran out of paper and moleskins are like $30. That's 30% of $100. Shout out math. So I'm just... Even storage. I barely have any storage left on my Google Drive. On my 5 terabyte hard drive, I'm out of storage there too, so just uploading to YouTube. I don't know my Google password, and I can reset it. I did reset it, but I'm leaving these videos public as a time capsule for myself and for anybody who finds it useful or entertaining or resonates with them, because these types of videos, although I get bored pretty easily, are my favorite types of videos because, once again, I like hearing people's stories. Also, wouldn't it be cool to like scroll back on my YouTube and see how I change physically, mentally, or socially? Like, it's just an interesting idea to me. I like seeing progress. Seeing any type of progress makes me so motivated. Like this. Hold on. Like seeing this progress bar. Oh gosh. Oh no, the shaders. There's like a shader count at the bottom right here. I'm running The Last of Us on a MacBook. Shout out crossover. And yeah, I like seeing number go up. But number go up must be tied to an important value, or else I could fall into greed or laziness. So yeah, it's just something to look out for. Yeah. Also, if I see this in the future, I hope you're feeling better about work situation. Maybe you found a job. Maybe you found a different industry that works well with your technical and creative brain, because it really sucks right now. But once you suck, you gotta blow. No, that's not how it goes. It gets worse before it gets better. So, hopefully, you're doing better, future me. Maybe it's me from in a week from now or a year. But yeah, there you are. My camera is gonna overheat. Bye.